Hello and welcome. I am Peasant, and I'm now going to be going through my favourite Jagged Earth spirits in something kind of an order. Thanks so much, Aman, for the suggestion. But before we get into the Jagged Earth spirits, I'm just going to mention these lovely spirits here that are from the promo pack. So a lot of you that are joining the Jagged Earth train a little bit later on, these won't be readily available. The one thing I will say about these, I'm not going to have them in this main ranking, is that they are definitely worth tracking down when you can. They are super good spirits. They're not like some games where the promos are just a bit weird and don't make any sense. These are both great. I particularly love Downpour, but let's move on to the actual Jagged Earth spirits. So first up is my least favorite from Jagged Earth, and this was a surprise to me. This is Many Minds Move as One, which was a big surprise given that I really enjoyed playing with Fangs. And this particular spirit, it kind of fell foul of the fact that it felt kind of overpowered. It just felt kind of overpowered, and when that happens, it kind of happens to me a bit with Keeper. I tend to be less invested in I don't get dragged into the story so much. Like I don't feel like I'm a spirit defending an island. I feel like I'm just kicking asses everywhere. So I would say this is my least favorite. However, there are no duds in this expansion. I still enjoy playing with this spirit. In fact, I played with them I think last night. And yeah, again, horrified by their power level. Okay, the next cluster of spirits are spirits that I just haven't played that much because I've not been drawn to. So the first up is Lure of the Deep Wilderness. Being such an ocean fan, I thought I would be really crazy about Lure, but I'm not. Just not really much to say about them. They play inland. They seem they seem very nice. Let's move swiftly on. And again, here's another one that surprised me that's so low down. Old Stony Rockerson. It does give me something of a kick to just have blight all over my island and it not really matter. But yeah, I just love the other ones more, basically. And Volcano again is in the same category of, well, pretty cool, but I like these other guys more. So the next cluster, they're all... Let's not just give the game away by summing up the cluster. Let's go straight in with Trickster. So Trickster is super interesting. They've got this let's see what happens ability here that's super fun. Kind of you get to just turn over a minor power and let's see what happens. You get to play with a lot of minor powers. And as a side bonus for Trickster, they're super good against France, my most hated adversary. Then we've got Mist. So Mist are tricky. I can't say I'm very good with Mist, but I enjoy the challenge of playing with them. I kind of just like their vibe. I like the kind of tricky decision making with this spirit. Yeah, this for me is an interesting puzzle that I look forward to exploring more. It's very similar, actually. Vengeance. Very similar, kind of powerful, but also kind of it can feel underpowered while feeling overpowered. Weird spirit, very interesting. Playing with the disease tokens, you have this crucial option of preventing, of choosing to allow builds with disease and gaining fear, which is a really interesting kind of game on top. You do become very powerful, but only if things are going really wrong. So yeah, very interesting to me. And yeah, this is I guess my number 4. Are we introducing numbers into this? Now we're into the top 3. And at 3 is a spirit that surprises me. I am surprised to see this spirit here because this appears like a mildly dry spirit, but it really enables a major power game like no other spirit. Because you have these, you can kind of get your own elements that you can kind of get your thresholds. You can get your thresholds with this fella. So yeah, and of my favorites, this is by far the easiest one to pick up and play with. So I would recommend people that have maybe jumped on Jagged Earth quite early in their Spirit Island explorations, that maybe Memory is a good starting one. Though generally the complexity ratings on these are pretty well matched up, apart from for the top spirit in my list. My second favorite pick is Fractured Days, Split the Sky. I love the fact that when you're setting up with this spirit, you start off with this hand of 4 minor and major powers. That for me is exactly the kind of puzzle I love, which is trying to figure out what to do with a hand of cards. That for me is, that's peak. That's peak experience. And they also have weird time travel stuff as well. This one is complicated. You know, they were correct with the complexity rating on this one. Finally, my top one. There they are. Beautiful. Starlight seeks its form. This is meant to be a very high complexity spirit. I don't think it is actually that complex, but maybe I'm warped by all my hours on the island. This spirit basically lets you tailor itself to whatever you gain. So I like to play this, get an early major power, and then kind of build a spirit around the major power. You have these tracks where you can kind of gain elements for your potential thresholds, and you even have powers. I'm not very good at doing this. Pointing in reverse is tricky. So this is my top spirit, Starlight. It's yeah, I just love this spirit. Anyway, that was my run up. Thanks Aman for the suggestion of the video. And yeah, what are your favorite Jagged Earth spirits? Anyone going to represent for Many Minds? Like, damn it, peasant. The funny thing is, right, is that Many Minds might be my least favorite spirit, but I played them the other night and I had a nice time, so I don't know. Certainly no duffs. Certainly no duffs here. Right, and I'm going to end this this video. So yeah, until next time, keep it spiritual. I've got a lot of videos